why not? Let's do a female on this side. So let's go ahead and get her started. So let's go ahead and start with her name. Now, those of you that know me and those of you that will get to know me know that every single one of mine starts with Xena's, except for a few special characters that I have. And those have completely different names, but that's for something altogether different. Now, considering the Earthen are stone people, I figure what would be a more proper name than Xena's Stoner? Why not, right? So we're going to go ahead and make her orange. Let's see. Actually, I prefer that face. The hair, I had seen the crown and sort of liked it. It sort of looked fitting. But I'll tell you what, the beard, I can't. I can't do a beard on a female character. I don't care if they can have one or not. I just can't. So that's going to go that way. The eye color. I'm going to try something a little different here. Like for something to stand out. But I think the green may be a little too much. If I go with red, I've got to definitely change the skin color. There you go. And eyesight in both eyes. Of course, she will have eyebrows. And the hair color. Why not? So we've got that part started. Let's go ahead and do her special stuff. The gem color. Sort of like that, but I don't like having the gems everywhere. So I understand they're gem people, but I am getting rid of every single one of them. Hopefully there's something in the barbershop that'll let me do that, but if not, you know what? I'm okay with this. So we've got her name. We've got her set up as a monk. Let's go ahead and do an intro. All right, we're going to move her up on the list. I did clear a spot for her up at the very top so she can be a part of the warband. There we go. All right, there she is with one of my hunters, my pally, and my demon hunter that I started leveling. So he will be coming along next. So for now, she is taking the spot for leveling. Let's go ahead and kick it off and see what we've got.
Before Magni's sacrifice, we Earthen were bound by our innate purpose. Stagnant traditions nearly brought us to ruin. We must embrace the call of change. Azeroth is growing, and we need to grow with her. Now is the time to discover who we are.
All right. I want to apologize about the screen. I do need to make some rearranging here because each one of my characters is set up a little differently. So if you'll bear with me while I go ahead and make those changes. All right, we got to move a few other things around. This goes way up here for some reason. This goes right along with it. Very top. Oh, it's going to make me do a few things here. Let's get rid of this. We are going to be doing Windwalker. Let's go ahead and get that specialization out of the way. For talents at the moment, we are going to do the starter build. And we'll be doing that probably up until hit level 70, and these are all maxed out. And then we'll pick a build for the rest of it. So for now, let's go ahead and put these things where I have them on all my other screens. Put this up at the very top. And we're going to put our bags right under it. Go. Remove our bar. So far, so good. Now, we need our bartender. Where is my bartender? Okay. So we're going to get rid of the Blizzard artwork. Boom, it's gone. And we're going to move a few things around. Remove the extra action bar up. Remove the pet bar up also. Now we've got bar 1 and 2, but I also use bar 3. And bar 4 and 5 actually come over here and form something altogether different. So let's get the vehicle bar out of the way. Bring bar 4 and 5 over. Now what I like to do with these is actually move them down to 3 rows. And then I put them over to the side, and they normally hold things that I don't want to keep on my main action bars. Let's put those in place. Got all the other bars set. Okay. Lock everything in place. Now let's look at our talents and see what we're missing from our spell book down on the bar. We are missing a provoke. Not sure if I'm going to use it or not, but I will put it down there. I do like the kick. We will have that. Touch of Death is there. Everything else is there. We're going to put paralysis down on the bar. We're going to tighten all of this up a little. That is a racial. Move it along with a few other things. Just tighten this all up just a little bit. There we go. Out of the general, we have the quiet contemplation, which we can put down here on the end. That's skywriting. I don't think we need anything out of the skywriting at the moment. Nope, everything there is fine. The Azeroth Surge is what I used, and we'll talk about that later. Back under here. There's nothing else that we can add at this time, so I think we're good to go here. Now I do use Zygor, so that is all set up there. My details damage, it is what it is. But I also like to do an extra window that I normally call loot. When I'm playing, I don't like to watch what everybody else is doing or watch the chats very much. But I do want to know what my character is up to. So let's turn all of this off. And then we're going to go ahead and turn on the experience, the honor, the rep, all of that fun stuff. That actually helps me out in knowing what I'm doing. That's about it there. Okay. There's one last thing I need to do. You may be asking, what is that? I haven't really gone anywhere. And that's set up my GSE, which I will be covering GSE in some future videos, showing those who have issues with multiple keys and who have issues playing the game how it's intended. This gives you a way of doing one button DPS, but you still need to know what you're doing. So GSC is a great thing to have. I can actually go into my options, go down to my GSC, and see what I've got here. Go to my plugins. I am going to find, let's see, Monk. Over here, it's showing me that it's actually loading them. I think it's done. I will go ahead and close it. I'm going to go into my key bindings and see if anything is showing up yet. It sure is. We're going to go ahead and pick the Windwalker's single target. We're going to assign one of my keypad keys to it. We're going to hit save. And then we're going to create a new keybind for the AoE. We're going to put that in. Assign another key to it. Save it. And we will test this once we get out into the open world. For now, let's go ahead and start grabbing some quests. Alright, you also notice that my Zygor automatically accepts, turns in quests. It doesn't do rewards for me. It lets me choose those, but after watching everything else so much, I'm okay with that. So apparently they want to scan her. All right. Apparently we got to run over here now. Let's do another scan. All right, we got one more to do. Here we go, one more time. I don't know what they're checking for, but I hope they're going to be happy. Apparently, I have issues. Okay. Well, hopefully now they'll let her have some clothes, because this is kind of rude. She's just running around here with her drawers on. Yeah, everybody else has clothes on except for me. Come on, that's rude. We'll say this place is interesting. Okay, apparently I've got my Hearthstone. So I'd like to put that down here. Now, I don't have much as far as bags are concerned. I've got actually nothing as far as bags are concerned, and about a gold 20. So this will be fun. All right. Primary analysis completed. And it looks like I picked up some gear. So let's go pop it on. No. Apparently I was wrong. Okay. Alright, I've gone through 2 analyses. It looks like they put the gear directly on me, so I didn't have to do it myself. And we are ready to keep moving on. Now, I do apologize. I know Zygor's running through everything. It just makes things a little easier. It knows the right answers. I've used it for so long, I sort of let it do its own thing. I'm not missing anything out of the story by doing it. Apparently now I gotta fight. It always comes down to having to fight somebody. And now we'll get to find out if my GSC is actually working. Apparently it is. That's 1 out of 5. Let's go ahead and strike up some trouble here. Alright, that's 2. I'd like to stay on the outer ring. Let's try this guy. Right. Now, I know, like I showed you a moment ago, I'm using GSC, which I'll explain in the future video, but you can see what my rotation is like. Rising Sun Kick, Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick, and just the melee weapon. So it's not bad, it's doing the job. And we might as well take the guy that's right next to him. Alright, that's 6 of 6. Let's go turn this in. Looks like it's probably upstairs on the next level. I have no idea why I did that for, but apparently the door opened. Alright, let's keep rolling through. We're going to accept the next quest. Apparently we have to kill somebody else. Apparently it's the dead guy. So we have to wait for the dead guy. Right, looks like it gave me the weapons for being able to either do the healing or the tanking, which is always a plus. And it gave me some bags. So let's take a look. These are earthen satchels. They are 10-slot bags. You know, all things considered, that's a good thing. We're not starting off with absolutely nothing. Now we are going to have to get a reagent bag. Although on my other characters in this expansion, I'm not using the reagent bag. I'm using the warband bag to do pretty much everything I need. That was getting warm in there. All right, time to move on. Looks like I went too far. Need to turn it in back here. All right, now we can move on. Very nice. We're already level 11. Look at that. We'll be at level 80 before you know it. Now, apparently I can't take that gate, which will take you to Stormwind, I have to take the gate to Orgrimmar. So let's go. For the Horde. Alright, so now we got to turn in for the Horde. And we got to talk to Chromie. Okay, so the starting guide is done. Let me take a look. I received a tabard. Not doing the time. No. We'll take care of that in a moment. Let's put the tabard on just to gain the reputation. What we're going to do, before we really go anywhere, we'll be back to here, but we're going to go hit the guild. Oh, I've actually got to get into the guild before I can draw anything from the guild bank. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. For those of you that don't know it, that run your own guild or your own guild bank or things like that, and you're not sure how to put your characters into it, there's actually a pretty easy way. What you do is you come in here and you go to the guild finder and you search for your guild. Search for my guild, and I'll put myself in as a DPS. There's a guild. I'm going to request to join as a Windwalker. I will hit apply. Now, the neat thing is, what I'll do is take a moment here and log out real quick. This should be relatively fast, so I do apologize for the stopping of the regular leveling. But I need to find my mage, who is actually the GM of that guild. Wrong one. Oh, way too many characters. Still the wrong one. Wow. Here she is. Let's go ahead and enter the world. All right. So we're going to go to the guild portion, which is not that, which is this. We're going to go to recruitment. So that. Where the heck is it? I was just doing this the other day, so I swear I don't know why I'm screwing it up. Let's go in here. Nope, that is all good to go. It should be under the roster area as a pending request. Let's go to applicants. There we go. We'll do an invite. Okay, now let's switch back to the character. Just waiting for it to pop up. There we go. Then we'll go back to the guild portion. We'll accept it. I hate doing all this hopping around, but now that she is a part of the guild, I actually have to go give her a rank. So this is going to take one more going back and forth. This way she can actually get into the guild bank, grab some bags, grab a little bit of cash from my stuff, and that way we would be all set. Let's go back to my mage. Okay, should be loading here in just a moment. Let's get this. There she is. We've promoted her to co-GM because this is just my guild for my guild bank. We used this back during Lich King and another expansion, and the guild sort of fell apart, and that's okay because this is still home for all of my characters on Drakdul. All right. So one last time. All right, here we go. I'm going to put a few things on here because I'm not sure what's working and what's not working right. Okay. And for now, the chat window is going away because there's no need for it. It's just me. Hopefully others will be watching this soon. Please be watching it soon. So let's go ahead and give her what she needs as far as other stuff is concerned. Let's see what mounts she can actually use. So I want to go ahead and give her my new repair mount. I love that Grizzly. And let's give her something a little bit different here. Why not? To start with. And of course, I gotta throw Invincible out there. Alright. So let's hit up the guild bank. And grab some bags. So we know we need 4 for here, plus a reagent bag, and we need 7 for the guild bank. So all right, so that's a start. All right, it's best to move that to the middle of the screen because things are going to get a little crazy there for a moment. And again, reagent bag, even though those are normally going into the warband bank for now. And I know they're only 32 slot bags, but you know what? I'm okay with that. All right, our bank is back to normal. Oh, it looks like one of the bags didn't swap out. So, let's look at that again. No, everything's there. Everything's here. All right, now let's do our guild bank. Well, our personal bank. Buy some slots. Apparently I can't afford to do this. I've got no money. I've got 1 gold, 24 silver. So let's actually give her a little bit of cash. Now, this is my own money I put in here that I've left in here for characters to be able to access like this. So that definitely makes this a lot easier. Fantastic. Now let's put some bags in those slots. Let's keep it going. Looks like I was 1 bag short here. And I could probably use these 10 slaughters, but I just can't force myself to do that. So let's grab another one out of the guild bank. I made these. I put them there. I'm okay taking them. And again, it's my guild. So I'm okay with this. So now that we've got all of our bags put together, let's go ahead and hide the bags. And make our guild bank small again. So 252 free slots. I see no reason to buy the reagent bank because everything is now going into these regular tabs where I have the warband bank. I'm storing gear and random things here, crafting materials and consumables there, and then even more stuff over here that can be used and consumed. So for now, this is all working out fine. I'd like to buy a 4th tab, but that's 500,000 gold. I really don't feel like spending that money. So at the moment, there's nothing in here that I need or can use. So let's see. Oh, apparently I can use that. It is a finger, but I'm not going to. what I'm going to do is get her to a nice little spot. So we can go ahead and pick up some gear. Well, some heirloom gear. So let's take a look here. So she is a Windwalker, and there's a couple different routes we can take here. So let's pull up what she currently has on, which is all level 19. She's got a weapon, but she can do 2 weapons, I believe. But let's go ahead and put some stuff on her. So let's go with that appearance, which I love that appearance, versus that appearance, which I really don't like that appearance at all. So let's grab some pieces. Grab cap, shoulders, back piece, chest, pants, and we'll grab a 2-handed polearm just in case. This has agility, stam, and crit. Now, just in case, I also like these claws, the fist weapons. So let's grab 2 of those. We're going to go ahead and grab one of the rings, the Admiral's ring. And we're going to grab the other ring, the Radiant Echoes, and I'll upgrade these before she gets even close to that level. We want to grab a neck. This one has Stamina, Haste, Versatility. This one has Stamina, Crit, Mastery. I'm going to go with the Haste for the moment. If I need to change it, I will later. I'm going to grab a couple of trinkets. This gives me Stam, Crit, Haste. And I'm pretty sure we've got another one sitting here, which is this one, which is a straight Agility, Unstable, Elemental, Confluence. Now, I could go this route, which will just give me straight haste, but I want to use that other one that I picked up not that long ago. So let's get her geared out. Nope, don't want that. We're missing a trinket. What the heck? Oh, that's a neck piece. Okay. So I need one more stinking trinket. Let's try this again. That is definitely a trinket. That is definitely a neck piece. That is a neck piece. Let's go back to the trinkets. So let's get the Swift Hand of Justice. Never go wrong with that. Alright, so right now she has everything but wrists, a shirt, and we're using the greens that we got as far as the hands, the waist, and the feet. But we are running... Oh, I'm missing the legs. Where did they get to? Well, now, let's go back and fix that. Alright. Now she has the straightforward bonus, which rested experience is consumed, it's reduced by 30%. Increase your out of combat regeneration. Gaining a level triggers burst of knowledge. And rested experience consumed is reduced by an additional 30%, which is all a blast. Definitely a help. We will get rid of all of that stuff that she was carrying here in just a moment. We can see what our reputations are going into the expansion, so we're good to go there. It's nice that rep is across all the characters now. It's definitely a boost. I'll see that my bronze at level 31. So he's getting along there. In the meantime, let's use the grizzly bear here to sell a bunch of stuff off that we definitely don't need to have. Love getting that copper for everything. Okay, we can get rid of the amulet. Apparently we did have legs and didn't put them on. And we really don't need the two-hand, but I'm going to carry it for now. So in the meantime, we'll just get rid of all the weapons and shields and everything else that they gave us because we really don't need them. Our heirloom, do everything with it we need. And she actually looks pretty stealthy there, so not a bad deal. So now we got to go ahead and figure out what we're going to be doing as far as what area we want to level in. So we're going to go back to Chromie. So apparently I picked the Dragon Isle, and I don't want the Dragon Isle. I want to actually level in this area, because I want to try that speed leveling that everyone else had been doing. So let's talk to Chromie. No, not what I wanted. Okay. So we've got Dragonflight, Shadowlands, Battle for Azeroth, the Legion Invasion, Draenor, the Wilds of Pandaria, Cataclysm, Fall of the Lich King, and Portal and Outland. Don't want any of them. I want to head and try something different. So I'm going to go into Zygor and tell it that I want to try something different. That's if it'll let me. I've got way too many buttons. Alright. So we're going to go leveling, and we're going to go classic. Since we are in the Horde and we're over here in Kalimdor, we're going to go ahead and shoot for Durotar, Mulgard, Northern Barrens, Ashara, Ashenvale, Stone Talon. What's a good area to start? Let's go with Durotar since that's where we are. Okay. Now, I want to try something which is a racial that's had by these, and I don't know if it's still working or not. But we're going to find out. Now, apparently, I should have Delver's Journey, which gives me the Delves. Experience gains increased by 25% up to level 80, which is the Warband boost. Somebody hit me with 4. Thank you very much. Let's see. Now, from everything that I read, it says that you receive a 200% experience discovery bonus. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fly down. Actually, we're going to fly up towards Winter Springs, considering where we are, and see if we hit any discovery bonuses on our way there. Since apparently at level 11, we can fly, and we have the dragon riding ability to fly fast. So let's give it a shot. So we have 1,278 of 8,150 experience right now. It looks we're up to 3,000 of 8,150, 3,600. 4,200. 4,700. $5,000. I think at this point we need to turn around. Not much more that can be discovered over here. But let's head back. I don't want to go out into dark water and die just flying somewhere. But we're going to head towards Winter Springs now. Pick up some speed with a hard dive. I love this northern track here. I never really noticed that face there. There we go. We are level 12. Let's make sure we discovered all of this, because we don't want to leave any XP sitting on the ground here. We're going to land for a sec and rejuve. So we picked up an entire level by just flying around the Shara. It's not a bad deal. It's not showing on here the amount of XP we're getting, so let's take a look over here. So 630 experience gained for Taurendus. Forlorn Ridge, 585. So we are picking up XP on all of those. Let's see if we can change our loot to show our XP properly. What? It's not showing it. Don't know why. All right. We're almost all the way up. So I would suggest the next thing we can do is fly over to Ashenvale. And let's just do a crisscross pattern. That way we pick everything up and make sure we don't lose anything. When we get to the end over here, we will work our way over to Darkshore, Fellwood. Let's just see what we get just from being here in Kalimdor. So we can just head straight north and work our way south and see what happens. All right. High mountain cover, but let's give it a shot. Now I know some people are thinking, well, that's cheating. You're not doing any leveling. It's not cheating. They gave them a 200% XP bonus on discovering new areas. So I could actually go in and with my maps, just go ahead and learn all the flight points, which will let me discover all these areas. But, I mean, I've leveled a lot of tombs. And if I can make one a little easier, why not? So here we are. We've already picked up about 3,000 XP here. I forgot to move this to a more center location. I got a bad feeling I'm leaving some XP on the table from this area over here. So just in case, I'm going to double back. Pick up a little speed. And I remember this area very well. I spent so many endless days trying to farm that turtle. Finally got him, but it took me a number of years to actually get him because I just couldn't sit there nonstop waiting for it. Nope, we're good to go there. Keep on flying out. We're going to come in from this direction here and try to just cover this area along with the tree up there. There we go. Level 13. So we've picked up 2 levels in just one level in this area so far. Now, the other thing I can do while running around and discovering areas is fight rares. So I do have my rare scanner on. So if a rare does pop up and it lets me know there's one nearby, I can actually fly down, fight it, and get some XP from it, and just keep going. Going to continue the pattern here and do some flying back. Here we are at Mount Hyjal. I think we've just about got everything we can out of this area. Again, I hate to leave anything just sitting there, but I think we're done here. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's do Winter Springs. So we're going to come down and cover the opening to Winter Springs to make sure that we get everything. Now, just so you know, this isn't a video from when the expansion first came out. This is being recorded on the 4th of October. So it's still, as you can say, active. So for those of you that are wanting to get your Earthen leveled and playable, this is the best way to do it, especially if you've already leveled a monk and you know all of these stories and you've been playing since either vanilla or BC. We've all done this, God knows how many times. I can't even imagine. I've been maxed out on characters before and deleted a few. And now here I am again, leveling more. I did a bunch of them during the Pandarian remix, just because getting them from 1 to 70 took nothing at all. There was no effort involved. So I had a few that were sitting there just on the edge of being 30 or 40, and finishing them up was going to take forever, and just did it all over again. And level 14. Thank you, Winter Spring. Now I know there's new talent points available. Probably going into the next area, I'll stop real quick and assign those since I am just doing a default build. But let's cover this area. Now you can see I do have skywriting active, and thank goodness I've got skywriting because that's making it so much quicker at 705% movement speed. Even though this is going to take some time, it's still better doing it with dragon riding than having to just fly at, what was the old one, 300 and change? This makes it less crazy. Well, it's still a little crazy, but to me it's less crazy. So already 2.25 bars in. Make that 3 bars in. And the nice thing is you don't have to do this at ground level. You can just... I want to not take any chances that I miss something, so staying at a decent height is not going to hurt. Oh, I went too far. Let me get my stone butt back here. Okay, let's keep doing this area. We're going to turn off Zygor for now so that little thing goes away. I think we already covered this, but I'd rather... No. Actually, there's a new one. I didn't have hot springs. Here, see what we have next. And here we are in the home of the Druids, Moonglade. Wrong button. Let's try that again. Make sure we're good. There's nothing left to discover there. Let's head out of this area and head down to Fellwood. And there we are in Fellwood. Well, make that Darkshore. So let's go ahead and discover Darkshore. We're going to do a run down the left-hand side. And then we're going to loop back up and then go down the middle to make sure we miss nothing at all. We're halfway through level 14. So not bad so far. this amount of time we could have spent on doing maybe 3 or 4 quests, and not even getting a portion of the XP we've picked up so far. Let's stay away from Dorothy's house over there. We don't want to get sucked into there. Actually, I don't know if you ever could get. I'm not going to try it, but never tried it. Alright, I apologize for continuously opening the map, but that's the only way I know where to be able to turn before I venture into the next area. I think it's time to turn. Alright, now we're going to head back up and see what we can find. Let's pick up some speed. Alright, let's try to get a little bit more inland. I'm not sure what I might be missing. Whoa, level 15. Let's say thank you to Darkshore for that one. And now we're going to head straight down the middle. Except for the Twister. We're going to stay the hell away from that. Apparently, we needed to come down the middle. That's 3 we've discovered so far just by coming down this center area. So, just make sure that when you're in these areas that you're covering as much as possible. You don't want to leave anything behind. Make that 4. We're going to continue to work our way down the coastline. And we are now in Ashenvale, and Ashenvale's pretty big, so we're going to do an outer run and then come back up and move down the middle. Now, once we're all done with this, I will use my maps and learn all of these flight points. I see no need to be stopping in them at the moment because well, I'm actually flying. So, you know. And it didn't cost me anything. I remember back in the days having to save and save and save and save, and only few of my characters were able to fly. So this has definitely been experienced the way Blizzard has changed things. Alright, let's head back. Alright, I believe I'm going to take the trip over to the pass here to make sure I didn't miss anything. Apparently we did miss a few things, so it's a good thing we went back. Level 16. Thank you, Felwood. Now we do have to circle back, because I'm not sure if we got that down there or not. Yep, did miss a few things there. Poor guy's all alone up there. Nobody's bothering to kill him anymore. Alright, getting ready to turn around, head back down the center. Yep, right about now. Let's head down above the tree line. There's too much crap down there. Staying above the trees is better. Haven't picked up anything new here since Astronar, so I believe it is time to move on. Alright, here we go into our next area. We are above Orgrimmar. So we're going to head down the peninsula. So far, we really haven't picked up anything else here. Just the blockade. There we go. Razor Hill. Paragard Keep. Let's head out to the starting area. Nothing new there. There we go. I remember many years ago sneaking into Orgrimmar on my hunter, my alliance hunter, for the fishing achievement of fishing up inside of a horde, well, inside of Orgrimmar. Doing the alliance side was pretty damn easy. Just went into the cave and Ironforge and did it there, but then sneaking into here, I had to do it at, my God, like 3 in the morning when nobody was around. All right, let's see if we're picking up anything new or if we need to move a little bit more over to the right. Go figure. I take a look away from the screen for a moment and I apologize. I was answering a message, which I shouldn't be doing. But I run into a damn mountain of all things. Not doing that again. So let's make our way through back up to where we were. Back into the Northern Barrens, because I know I missed some stuff here, because it's huge. Now what I'm going to try doing is just hitting these cities, but I have found stuff that weren't cities, so kind of just do it and deal. It's going to take the time it takes. There we go, that worked. Now let's head back down. See what we get there. Now I know this can get boring and I do apologize. I'm going to get to level 20 and then I'll stop streaming and I will continue going until I get into the 60 range, at which point I'll do another stream to show you where I'm at. I'll also show you quests completed and everything else to show you that the only quests I did were the opening ones that I had no choice. But this is actually kind of neat. If you want to make yourself a character and you've been playing this game for quite some time, this is a quick way. And it's, again, not that Blizzard doesn't know, because they do know. They fully know about this, but they have not bothered changing it as of this point. So if there's an issue, I wish they would come out and say it, but otherwise, people are going to keep doing it. And it is a nice way to see, all of Kalimdor and get a nice view. And when I'm ready, I will head over to the Eastern Kingdoms and fly my way around there too, wherever I can fly. There you go, another 885 experience. We're in Stone Talon Mountain. We're going to work our way around here real quick since we already did Ashenvale. And again, I do know a lot of people are going to say it's cheating or blah, 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 or you can just do certain quests at this level and level really, really fast. Well, this is leveling pretty damn fast for just flying around. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me see if this will kill me or not. Nope, not even going to bother. Too much stuff down there and I haven't bothered leveling. But I will take a moment to land here. Oh, that was way too far. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm at about an hour and 20 minutes. We're almost to level 18. I can go ahead and end it here. I do want to say thank you for watching. I will be posting a second video showing where we're ending up at and giving you a total breakdown of time. So far, I would say it's taken me about an hour or so to get to level 17 and just flying around. So we'll see what happens next. I do want to say thank you for joining me here at Xenos Chronicles. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will be more than happy to answer them for you. I would ask you to subscribe, hit like, and maybe put on notifications so you'll know the next time I'm streaming. And I appreciate you being here. Have a great day. And again, thank you for joining Xenos Chronicles.